Yo guys, Bainhoof here. I figured I'd make a video for you guys for patch 9.2 showing you everything that is new for Druids, all the changes, all the patch notes. So if you guys want to go ahead and save yourself some trouble of doing some reading, some scrolling, and looking up some info, got you covered. I'll go ahead and take care of all that for you, and I will show you everything that's new with Druids right now. Now for the Druid PvE changes. Cheetah travel form has now been updated to a new and higher resolution model. Its function remains exactly the same. It's purely cosmetic. It looks like Blizzard just wanted to change up the cheetah travel form a little bit after having it the same for a number of years now. Kindred Affinity, the Kyrian legendary, did receive a nerf. The stat bonus for the Druid reduced to 6% was 8%, and the stat bonus for their partner reduced to 3% was 8%. So a bit unfortunate, a little bit of a nerf there if you happen to be a Kyrian Druid rocking that particular legendary. And Sinful Hysteria, which is the Venthyr legendary, also received a nerf. Now increases the duration of Ravenous Frenzy by 0.1 seconds, with each application was 0.2 seconds, and you will not be overcome by Frenzy for 3 seconds after it ends was 5 seconds, so unfortunately also a nerf there. Now for the specialization changes for Druids. Guardian, Balance, and Feral all received no changes at all. Those specs will remain exactly as they were in 9.1.5. The only Druid specialization that received any changes at all was Resto, and they are as follows. First off, all healing abilities were buffed. They were increased by 10%, which is just fine by me. Shh, don't tell anyone. And I went ahead and I put up the other healing specializations for the other classes up on the screen real quick so that you can see how you compare to the other classes as far as the buffs are concerned. Mistweaver monks received no buffs. Holy paladins also received a buff, plus 6% to all of their healing. Disc priest received no buffs. Holy Priests got a plus 10% buff to all of their healing, just like Resto Druids. And Resto Shaman also received no buffs, no changes whatsoever. All damage abilities did receive a 10% buff for Resto Druids. I can't really see this being applicable to PvE, however, for PvP and Arena, all Resto Druids will be that much more helpful in their off DPS role. Life Bloom heal over time has been buffed by 12%, and the Bloom heal itself has also been buffed by 20%. The Nourish talent has received a 15% buff to its healing. Overgrowth talent has had its mana cost reduced by 60%. Inner Peace, the PvP talent, now has an additional effect. It's actually two, really. It says, while channeling Tranquility, you take 20% reduced damage and are immune to knockback. So this won't happen anymore. Yeah, awesome. And Germination now has an additional effect. Rejuvenation duration increased by 2 seconds. So it looks like overall a round of pretty significant buffs for Resto Druid. So you should be very happy with that. And now for the Druid PvP changes. First up, Frenzied Regen did get a nerf. Its healing was reduced by 37.5% in PvP combat. I'd say that one was probably deserved, seeing as how it was a pretty decent heal on a relatively low 30-second cooldown. Guardian, Feral, and Balance Druids all received no changes whatsoever in PvP, so they will perform exactly how they did last season in 9.1.5. The only changes were to Resto. For Resto, at the bottom here, Verdant Infusion, the legendary, did get a bit of a nerf. Its extension has been reduced to 8 seconds in PvP combat, was 10 seconds. Now for the mana regeneration and healing for Druids, these numbers might be a little bit deceptive, so let me just go ahead and explain here and show you how you compare to the other healers up on the screen. So Resto Druids received two changes in PvP. One was a nerf to mana regeneration by 70% in PvP combat, and the other one was a nerf to all healing by 10% in PvP combat. Now, the healing note might be a bit deceptive because Resto Druids received a plus 10% buff to all heals PvE wise. So the numbers kind of cancel each other out, but also there was a lot of buffs to individual healing spells for Resto Druids. So overall, Resto Druids are actually getting buffed. They're healing in PvP. And as far as the mana regeneration is concerned, I think that that was probably deserved a little bit, but just so you can see up on the screen here, we have Mistweaver Monks, no changes at all. Holy Paladins got a plus 6% buff to all heals in PvP combat. Disc Priest, no changes. Holy Priest also received a mana regeneration nerf by 55% in PvP combat. And Resto Shaman also received a 60% nerf to their mana regeneration in PvP combat. I have healed a number of arena matches since these changes have happened. My heals maybe feel slightly stronger, and I have noticed that I am running out of mana quicker, but I am not going quickly at all. So this just means that you're just going to have to be a bit more strategic with your use of Innervate and setting up some drinks, but overall, everything looks pretty good for Resto Druids for PvP. Well, guys, in conclusion, it's looking like Guardian Druids, Balanced Druids, and Feral Druids received no changes and will remain exactly how they were last patch. Resto Druids received few nerfs, mostly buffs, which will make them stronger healers in both PvE and PvP. I'm sure that's great news for all of you Resto Druids out there. I'm looking forward to Season 3. I'm sure you guys are as well. Thank you for having a look at my video. I hope it helped you out. This is Bainhoof, and I'll see you next time.